Yeehaw!
So I'm going to go with one you're probably familiar with called pushing the envelope, or envelope as some like to pronounce.
Travis says envelope.
Travis does. I've never heard it said that way, but if he likes it, then we'll go with it. It means the same thing. The meaning, I mean, we all understand what it means, but it's kind of breaking barriers, kind of going beyond the limit. He's really testing
the waters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this.
Is that what,
is
that what you think?
This podcast is kind of
really
pushing the envelope of how far people are willing to waste.
See, and as you said that, though, you said envelope, not envelope. So
did you
why
say
didn't
envelope?
You let that envelop?
Oh, wow.
Your brain there a
little bit.
Yeah.
Is that where the word came from?
You just drop the E at the end.
I gotcha. And then you bring the O.
Is that how you spell it?
You bring the O to the front.
With no E at the end?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Envelope. Okay.
Envelope.
So yeah, it's something, going beyond.
Put it in the envelope?
The parameters that are maybe perhaps defined. Like we've pretty much outdone any podcast on idioms by far.
We've pushed the envelope.
By 4 episodes by now.
So much. We've tested everyone's patience.
I feel like antelope is the only other word.
And ours.
Cantaloupe.
The cantaloupe.
So pushing the envelope.
Right.
Where
you're really sticking with that, aren't you?
Yeah, the envelope.
No, I'm not. I love that it's supposed to mean something really like out there, like really like. But when you think envelope, it's like the least risk. It like is associated with just sad,
the safest,
office, like
boring.
Just
boring,
so I'm very curious at how this envelope really
put. Like how hard are they pushing it? I mean, are they heavy?
Right.
Like back in the days, we'll have to.
Well, go ahead.
Let's get to that.
Here it is. Here it is.
Can
I jump ahead?
Wow, you want the right answer first?
Can I jump ahead?
I know how you're doing it.
Well, I don't.
I
don't have an origin or like where, but I do have a visual of 2 paper pushers.
Okay.
So they're in the office and they're working on this crazy report, and they're both in front of the boss, right? And his big desk is in front of them, and and so he says to them, "Hey, do you have the report? Do you have what I need?" And a promotion is probably hanging in the balance, and so they both put their envelopes on the desk, and they push it towards him, and then they look at each other, and then one guy kind of inches it closer and closer and closer. And then the one who, goes the extra mile and pushes.
So the boss is sort of sitting there watching this kind of duel of envelopes.
It's this quiet, unspoken. They're all looking at each other to see who's gonna end.
Be cool if we knew somebody that did film to like actually film.
Make a companion piece. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really neat. Wow.
Yeah.
So pushing the envelope, they're asking for raises, or just.
Like, hey,
they want the raise, they want the promotion.
Hey, how come Ted got it again? Well, he really pushed the envelope. I was pushing the envelope too.
Well,
not far enough.
He pushed it a little further.
Exactly.
He's like, I have shorter arms.
Yeah. That's discrimination.
Yeah, the boss didn't want to have to reach for it.
No,
he wanted it.
But see what I mean? That, like of all the expressions that means like to just like. America went to the moon and really pushed the envelope like space exploration,
like,
and it boils down to like an envelope
being
or an
and
envelope.
I'm picturing it's like a
folded piece of paper.
You're picturing a big envelope.
I picture
like
the boss check. At a huge table, and they're at the far end, and it's like still 16 feet away from him.
And then one crawls on the table.
Like the desk on Elf, where he's at this far end.
Call me Elf one more time.
Or they get a running start, and they jump onto the table, and they see how far they can get to push the envelope.
We're pushing the envelope.
So anyways.
No, that's good.
That's the visual that I had in my head.
So no origin, just a story, a visual that you popped up.
Well, I mean, that
if
could
you think
have been
about
the
it,
origin, but
but what do you think? 1920s?
Oh no, I was thinking about the origin of the envelope itself.
When was it?
I mean, the Age of Enlightenment.
Happen?
The Renaissance,
right?
Like to carry this piece of
but
paper
I think
to someone.
It was in scrolls.
Well, you know what?
They roll it up.
You couldn't put a scroll in an
But
envelope.
when did they think of?
When did they start folding
wrapping
paper?
a piece of paper?
You know, we could do instead of rolling
in
this
a piece of paper. Yeah, exactly.
Right, paper in paper.
Because they would do the wax.
I think
seal
there was a fear of the
crease.
I honestly, because sometimes a tight crease will blur a message,
especially back when they're doing quill pens.
And it's way less like dramatic for the little like guy, the bard on the street, to unfurl like a scroll to like let me unfold.
Yep.
Oh, he's unfolding the Torah as he I see.
Okay.
So envelopes are pretty modern office.
Yeah.
Late turn of the century, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
Telegrams probably were folded.
Yep.
Telegrams.
Okay, so we're thinking pushing the envelope. I'm thinking, probably post office era, 1920s, 30s. A lot of times they're going to the apartments, and the slots are really thin.
Did you say post office?
Post office.
Post office era.
Oh, I get you. Nice.
Afterwards.
No,
we're living in a post office.
Yeah.
Like
because now it's
era.
from home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Work from home. There's no office now.
No, post Seinfeld.
I get it.
You
got it. No,
sorry, I interrupted
you. No, that was
again.
good. It was clever and witty. No, I'm just a
okay,
literal post office where you buy your envelope.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
The guys going on the streets, and they're putting them in mail slots, and you got to push them in through the slots on the door.
Look at that guy.
He's really pushing the envelope,
isn't he?
He really wants to get this sent.
He's
that door. You can't slide nothing under there. And he's just shoving it.
There's
that
some doors are thicker than others.
Pusher.
Some, So
wow.
I don't know. That's all I could conjure up in that quick moment of time.
All right, you're up, Dan.
Oh man. Either I just might feel like my brain's a little Jello mush pie. I can't. I mean, Factory Boy last time was
that really
terrible.
took it out of you, huh?
I'm swinging.
Failure.
I'm swinging for the
all
fences
the juices
here.
were flowing there.
All right, so let me just reframe what's happening here. This expression idiom is like taking where no man has really going above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
And yet here we have this sad little paper that
what was in the envelope, though?
Okay, so maybe there's some important message,
right?
Because
maybe it originated from
or cash.
They pushed. He's really pushing. He's pushing the pushing. I'm just picturing, like a guy with a bunch of mail like you had and walking the hall just whistling and pushing stacks of envelopes. And,
a quiet hero.
Right.
But that, that's just of all the things that we could have been like, that guy's really like army crawling through like enemy lines, like these awesome expressions. Like that guy's really like having bullets graze his head as he risks life and limb.
Right.
And then you got Walt works for like post service number 523.
Humble yet brave.
Okay, so
Walt.
Maybe it's Walt, and there's a dog, and he fights his way past
the other dogs
to get the envelope delivered, and somebody watches as he just fights off
gets devoured by the
several
dog.
dogs. Dogs and post office guys. That's a well-known drama
trope
that unfolds, and he delivers the envelope, and he just pushes through like a gauntlet of guard dogs.
Okay, what are those
to get it to that door?
And it was an important message.
Okay, yeah.
What are those people that bring something to someone, and they're bringing a cease and desist type. What are they called when they
warrant?
Subpoena.
Subpoena. It's in an envelope. The guy's, I don't want to sign that. Pushing it against
and
him.
the bystanders are like,
I
whoa.
don't. Yeah, you have
that
to
guy
sign
pushed it. That guy really pushed the envelope. You know who else pushed the envelope? Neil Armstrong. Like that's how similar those two actions were.
Delivering the mail and the court
and landing on the moon.
Yeah. What do you do? I'm an envelope pusher. You know, I deliver them from A to B. What do you do? Well, an astronaut. Yeah. Boy, you guys are both really
pushing
the envelope.
And anything else that it could be very important.
Because, like, would it be an empty envelope? Like, just the envelope?
No,
like,
there's things in the envelope. I get what you're trying to get at.
Like, why would it be
when you did the boss, I pictured a mob guy.
Oh.
And they're pushing...
competing bids of money.
Yeah, bids or something where they're... But it's the same thing. You're pushing it something to get a... I don't know.
Yeah.
Get something good, but...
Was this you?
This
are you
was
gonna look this up?
me.
Let me... You guys... Feel free to.
I would love for my brain to just.
I know it's
really
it is
this.
Late. What it?
Maybe Pony Express kind of thing. The guys like through wind and hail and storm and rain, pushing the envelope.
But
like
it's
he's
like
delivering
it's also
it
innovation
above and beyond.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
the horse.
Extra.
Guy on a horse. I mean,
It's
we're
not
back to
just-
horses.
It's not just doing your job.
I think Pony Express. Right. He's like, hey, that pass is closed. You can't go over there. You're going to have to wait till spring. And he's like, no, I'm good. I will deliver the message.
Early 1900s.
Did you ever see The Postman with Kevin Costner? It was like Waterworld without the water. You ever see it? It's terrible.
Pretty bad.
But he's a postman, and he really pushed
it's
the
like
envelope.
it's like post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, but he's delivering letters.
But on land.
We are
neither wind nor rain.
Way off.
Okay.
Oh no!
Thank goodness.
Okay, to push the envelope means to surpass normal limits or attempt something viewed as radical or risky.
We are nowhere near radical.
We were close to the moon.
But how is
the moon?
Okay, but how is pushing it radical?
I'd like to take.
Well, envelope must mean something different than our little puny brains can think of, because it comes from the aeronautical use of envelope, referring to performance limits that cannot be exceeded safely. So envelope doesn't even mean...
It doesn't even mean
what we
think.
envelope.
So
we don't even know what we're saying.
We're all
Nobody
the
knows
idiots.
what we're saying.
Oh, good.
What?
So envelope... So they
Aeronautical.
stole the word... envelope and use it for something.
So what is it? They stole it.
You can't do
that.
The
that
phrase was
you fly
originally
planes.
limited to space flight before spreading to other risky physical accomplishments.
Okay, so I get
and
the point
finally,
on this. I just want to be
metaphorically to any boundary-pushing activity such as art.
Wow, that was a leap. Wait,
a daring maneuver. The phrase
Jackson
push
Pollock
the envelope means to go beyond
envelope.
Normal limits.
I can't believe I nailed it with my aeronautical, so obviously I pretty much got it right.
The meaning... Okay, so meanings of envelope. The noun envelope might be most commonly understood as an item of stationery. So,
of course,
we got that.
A folded piece of paper.
Good.
Yeah.
But there are a number of
aren't.
other senses of the word, many from science. That's where we got lost.
Okay, so we're way out of our league.
That involve enclosure. These senses include the outer covering of an aerostat.
Oh, well, sure, an aerostat.
The bag containing the gas in a balloon or airship.
Airships, right.
An enclosing membrane.
Membrane.
I wouldn't
same
even
as an
thought of a
envelope.
membrane.
Or a curve
Sometimes
or
I'll
surface.
put a letter in a membrane.
Tangent to each of a family of curves or surfaces.
You can't even finish
this
sentence.
This is
that
getting
hurt
way
my brain while I read it.
Hey, I'll take a stack
curve?
of membranes and just a couple curved surface tangents of a family of curved surfaces.
Or
an envelope. Either one.
To each of a family. Well, that's great.
And
I
I'll
had no
push it.
idea there was other envelopes you could push.
No, that's
So they're
ridiculous.
pushing completely.
We're not even talking the same envelope here.
We're doing a whole different language.
But
That's not
you
even
brought
really
up the
fair.
moon.
I know I did.
Yeah,
I can't
So very
believe
good.
how tangentially connected I was.
Exactly.
So obviously I'm getting
Exactly. You've won.
Wow.
Yeah.
So pushing the envelope. That's
Here,
good
I'm
to
gonna
know.
read. I'm gonna read a quote from Rich Stowell from Plane and Pilot, probably some magazine.
Okay.
Pulling
love that
consumes
magazine.
large amounts of altitude and increased G loads, and it pulls the airplane to the edge of its operating envelope. So now we're out of our league.
Yeah.
Really out of our league.
Out of our league is an idiom, by
Is
the
that-
way. Yeah.
If
but
you
it's
keep
pretty
messing with
easy.
those skis and the bayonet, I think it's gonna fall on you.
Yeah. Well,
And
I'm
us.
pushing the envelope
There's a
over here,
sleeve
aren't I?
on the bayonet, so we're all good.
Boy, that was.
Are
I feel
you-
like that was
yeah.
a setup,
That was
right? Like
yeah.
where they're just using whole different words.
Yeah, that
I
wasn't.
didn't know you
it's
could
not-
do that.
That wasn't
Yeah.
fair.
It's not fair at all.
When everyone in the
Wasn't a
world
fair
knows
fight.
what an envelope is, and then they use it for space.
But I feel like that's probably the most educational one we've gotten.
I think
because
so.
You
I think
used the
my
word
kids,
science.
my kids will
Didn't
listen
you
to this.
say
one.
there was science in that one?
I think I said
And
the word
art.
science.
This is a
Yeah.
science and art show.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow, we're pushing the envelope on all different barriers.
Boy, are we ever
Mm-hmm.
by the skin of our teeth.
Really expanding our minds
Right.
too.
Right.
Do you? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. Pushing the envelope.
that envelope, huh? We're gonna
It's
do-
on. Yeah.
Do you want to
I
do
think-
one more? or
Should we
done?
listen
think-
to how other people say the word and kind of get a
That'd be
consensus?
fun.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask.
Maybe just have people vote.
I'm gonna. Hey Siri.
How do you?
It's Siri,
Pronounce-
not Surrey.
You can't even pronounce Siri right.
Hey Siri. How do you pronounce envelope?
My name is Siri.
Where's the ball?
Okay, I found this on the web for how do you pronounce envelope. My name is Siri.
How do you pronounce envelope? She said it.
Yeah.
She said, "How do you pronounce envelope?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
with an E.
Right. And then she found something to tell us.
But if you put
But she said it.
yeah.
She said it. You don't
but
even
if
have
you
to go
put the
there.
lovely British man as your
Stop. Listen.
Siri,
Listen.
What's
Listen.
his name?
Listen.
Reginald. Envelope.
So E.
Envelope.
A big E.
Envelope. But hey Siri, how do you pronounce envelope in aviation terms? Maybe that's what you've been doing. Maybe you've been pronouncing
Yeah,
the
maybe you're
aviation
smarter
version.
than you think, Trav.
Trav. Maybe they say in the aviation industry, we
Maybe
really
I've really
pushed the
pushed the
envelope,
envelope.
and then they're like, why is everybody saying envelope? Like,
Yeah, they
we're
can't-
the idiots.
They can't even
I
relate.
bet you aviation people think we're
So
dumb.
here's a brain teaser.
Nice.
Oh, that's
What when I say an envoy,
yeah.
what comes to mind?
And-
Think of
Envoy.
an envoy.
You think of an envoy. Okay.
No, I think it is envoy.
I
though.
think that is envoy. Might be.
But it's French.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Envelope.
Yeah.
Right.
When I
Um,
say odiate, what do you think of?
Ass
good.
Sphincter says what?
That's good.
By the skin of my teeth.
Oh wow.
That's good.
Yeah. So you're maybe you got out of a tight spot by the skin of your teeth, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So like,
Yep.
dude, how the heck did you make it out of there? There were enemy guys all over the place. And he's like, I don't know, just by the skin of my teeth. He smiles.
Here it is.
And
Okay.
I want you to picture human skin.
Sit.
I just want you to picture if our teeth
Mhm.
were
Mhm.
just like our chin.
Like the
had
well, no, but
flesh.
the gums didn't.
They
You know what I mean? They
just-
didn't break through the gums. They just
Or the gums just
extended.
wrapped the
Yeah,
teeth.
Or
yeah,
just
exactly.
picture the
Dear
medic that bit
God.
out the bullet
Oh my
in his
God.
teeth.
Oh,
That's disgusting.
that's great. But
But
so-
that's the most horrifying image.
Yeah.
Like you could probably picture is
even worse than
Or
that.
skin teeth.
Or a human with baby
Skin
teeth.
That's good.
a baby tooth human, like a
Who would
man
that
with
be?
baby teeth, or just a baby with teeth.
A baby with man teeth.
Anyway,
So by the skin
so,
of my
yeah,
teeth,
yeah,
but also
Jimmy got out of Nam by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, when are people starting to use
when is skin
When are-
growing on teeth? When did that
This-
stop?
What if-
Lord,
Was it in the
back
water?
in
Yeah.
Lord's
This is
Day.
Lord's
'cause
Day.
They're all like
You've seen those pictures. Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe humans evolved beyond the days of skin teeth.
the teeth out in
Well, and that was back then that was a slur. The old skin tooths.
They're like
They were all
not, they're not fully evolved.
they're all they're all vegetarians because they couldn't chew any.
Couldn't break through it. They don't have it sharp enough.
They're all just rolling around like the guys on Wall-E, just like all skin without any bones developing
That's
yet.
a sick image.
But also by the there's some other
Hooker by crook.
There's some other derivatives of this,
Go on.
right? The skin of my teeth,
But the nape of my neck.
yeah, by the tip of my nose.
No.
Tongue.
No.
No,
By
that's
the there is another one.
Yeah.
But it's not nape of my neck.
no, or yeah.
By
By the sweat of my brow.
skin of my teeth is barely made it out.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
By the
Seat of my pants.
See, that's the one.
no, flying by the
Pants,
seat of
yep.
my pants
That's
is
different. That's like
Oh.
shooting the breeze.
That's
Oh.
kind of
Casual.
Casual.
And it's seat
Seat
of
of
my
it,
pants, not seed.
Seat.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's seat.
I know. I just was wondering if people out there thought it was seed of my pants.
So
Okay. So skin of my
okay.
teeth. All right. So I can't get those disgusting lorgs out. Or Lorg's neighboring village that they just would
Exactly.
pillage weekly because they were so weak.
The skin tooth people.
Skin tooth. By the skin. All right. So obviously, there's not really skin on our teeth. There's enamel, but that's harder to say. By the enamel of my teeth.
Right.
But that doesn't make sense either. So we're back at skin of my teeth.
So when dentistry became a profession, is
Let me
when
just
we're
scrape.
thinking-
Let me just scrape some of that skin off there. That's
That's not.
so. I help me out here, guys.
What was the
I'm
earliest
I'm
known
floundering.
Skin
dentist?
teeth?
Tooth skin,
Dentists.
When did they?
like
Well,
as
they
a
had-
profession.
People
Yeah.
had
It's
to
probably
have.
been around for a while. I picture like medieval days going to, a guy. Probably doctors. At one point, I'm sure doctors could have handled that. For whatever reason, they can't
They don't
anymore.
like looking
They
at
don't want to
mouths.
do teeth. But doctors, I would think, could have done that, But is that you
Pulling-
just wanted that
I just-
kind of a frame of
Like it's as
Again,
hard as
again,
pulling
reference.
teeth.
Yeah.
right.
Well, the fun
You're-
things with these idioms is that they, there's so much
rich
history and
depth.
other topics
Oh
and
yeah.
going
totally.
on that it's like it, encapsulates all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So you're thinking the dentist is involved? That's kind of.
well, now I'm more
maybe
interested
coin.
when someone's like, tooth hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Where
When did they
you do
call it
just,
teeth?
They just
Yeah.
grabbed a
Right.
rock.
When did-
Why not
When
just
was it not?
blah, blah.
When was it
Yeah.
not skin?
Exactly. Yeah. There's teeth and there's bone under this skin.
Is this a Shakespearean thing? The skin of his teeth?
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'm just
It
kind of
could
throwing
be.
that
Like
out
a
there.
weird Ringo idiom, like
just
Hard
it
Day's
doesn't
Night?
mean anything. It's just a weird expression that Shakespeare was like. I feel like this is Shakespearean.
Really.
Wow.
which
Okay.
I just maybe that makes me sound like I have a
1500s.
chance.
So say it in a
in
phrase.
a sentence. Yeah, Romeo got away from the Montagues by the skin of his teeth.
Mhm.
Skin a cat. In any
Don't.
connection?
You
Or not?
can't
We
jump
no,
to those.
Jump the
No.
gun.
No.
Those
okay.
are pretty meaty.
So I guess I have to make something up, but this is like terrifying because the skin of my teeth, like, it's so thin that it was so the margins of error
Mm-hmm.
for me to escape the clutches of death. So I'm picturing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to the battle scene again. I feel like a lot of ours are Civil War, but like I was on death's doorstep,
Till I
and
bit
it was
that bullet.
and I crawled out of there. The enemy was coming, and I made it out by this. It's like it's so minuscule you can't even see it because there's
Exactly,
the skin's
exactly.
teeth
Yeah.
is.
Mm.
But because it's the only bone in our body that doesn't have skin over it. Maybe our fingernails bones? Not really. It's like calcium deposit. I don't know.
We're
As
really,
we
really
showed in the
showing
last
our-
episode,
yeah.
we don't know
We're
much
not
about
quite
science.
science people. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
a doctor, but I know that teeth or bones.
I'm no doctor, but I don't think skin should be on teeth, right?
Better not
Am I
be on
right?
teeth, right?
And if that's your case,
if we
stop listening and go to a doctor or a dentist.
What about the
You
skin
haven't
all over
brushed
my
in a
teeth?
long time if your skin is growing
All right.
over your teeth.
So that's. I mean, I don't know if that's good enough, but that's what I'm.
It's not.
No, but that's all you.
No,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
that's-
doing.
Yeah,
Skin
that's
of my
it,
teeth.
That's
That's all
it.
you can
It-
do.
It's
I
just-
barely escaped
You
because
can't
there
even-
is no skin.
You can't even
It was
see
so
it.
small. It was so
There was
thin.
no margin
Thin rhymes with
of error.
Or
skin.
maybe the skin like of your teeth is just like your gums is just barely hanging on to the bone here.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. That's what I'm doing. Good luck.
Wow.
No, that's correct because
Oh, it's correct.
because it's
so
so
we're just calling it. You're
no,
saying
yeah,
give it to
because
me.
it's so thin. The
Mhm.
skin of my teeth. There is no. I mean, unless
But do you want to come up with when maybe
it was used?
What about
besides
skin of
the
my hair? Like there's other things that don't have skin on our body.
our eyeballs?
By the skin of my fingernails.
Yeah, skin of my teeth? It's just a bizarre. I mean, it
idea,
stands out.
visual.
It's just disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is gross.
Because
No.
there could
Think
there,
about it. Don't look it up. I want to still.
you looked it up.
What?
Okay,
I
wow.
still want to figure.
But
some
also,
stuff out.
there's a lot of other things. When we think about human bodies, we're pretty gross.
when we
but,
do, yeah.
How did we not know?
There's a
this?
lot of other thin things. I'm thinking eyelashes.
Mhm.
Membranes.
You mean envelopes?
Yep.
On,
but-
envelopes.
By the skin of my teeth.
I know. Now that Dan knows what it is, and it sounds like he was way off, I feel like we need.
we
really
need to
jump in here.
really
Push
Yeah,
push
the
the
dig,
envelope.
dig.
and
Go back to
shoot
Lorg
for-
is the hint I'm gonna give.
Oh,
Get as Lorgy as you can.
They're
on
going
this.
way back. So back in Lorg's
You take-
time,
okay, fine. Yeah, let's tag team.
they
this.
would, after someone had deceased, they would grind up their teeth into powder and
And
rub it on their
brush.
skin.
Brush.
This skin
Was this before or after they
cremate. Well,
they uncovered the teeth from under the skin?
they pulled the
Yeah.
teeth from under the skin.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Then they'd grind it up and they would rub the teeth on their skin.
I'm gonna stop
Like
you
a
right
paste,
there.
almost.
I'm gonna-
Almost.
Like
I'm
a,
gonna. I need to stop.
wait. So
this.
the earliest form of like toothpaste was ground up teeth.
No, I said
Wouldn't
on
that
their
make sense though? What's the best
Best-
thing you can feed
Yeah,
your
exactly.
teeth? Because they
It's
probably didn't
others-
think it was.
others. It
Cannibals.
thickens.
Right.
It
You're not
thickens your
gonna.
teeth.
You don't want to clean your teeth. You want to feed them like some sort of, right?
And
If they've got skin growing on them, they're probably hungry little buggers.
All right, are you guys ready for this?
I-
And
Wait, did you want to say
just
more?
shot in the dark so far.
Okay.
Shot in the dark's not bad.
Man. Lorg,
Yeah.
my ace in the hole.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, Lord, pull me out of this one. You haven't failed me yet.
What would Lorg
Arr.
do?
It's Neanderthal times.
He'd probably just bash somebody's skull in and pick their teeth up and wear a necklace out of their teeth.
Wait, but okay.
Okay.
Does
Do you want to hint? Are we hint? I can probably hint.
okay. Does it hold the same meaning?
Yes.
Like like as the original story.
The idiom is escape by the skin of my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
Oh, so they're in Alcatraz and they're chewing through
Lorg has found a time
through
machine.
the walls, and they escape with their teeth by eating the walls.
And now their teeth are rubbed down to the nubs. And
There we
now
go.
it's just
Now,
gums.
by the
Oh
time
my
they got
skin.
out after 14 years of digging,
you know what?
And biting.
Digging with their teeth.
it probably was the vampire doctor
exactly.
that got skin all
Oh.
over his filthy teeth as he buried his jaw.
okay,
to hunt
You
for
know-
that
you know,
bullet.
he-
Oh,
that-
you disgusting doctor!
yeah.
You have skin all over your teeth. Ah, yeah, but I got the bullet.
Yeah. And that doctor in his time was not. He really pushed the envelope in his practice,
In his field,
in his
yes.
medical.
Doctor, you can't possibly
Yeah,
use your
yeah.
teeth to extract. Oh,
Use
but watch
your
me.
Teeth.
Mm. And he just
We're gonna do different sound effects.
Yeah.
But go, Trav. Let's try it for one.
Dang it. So I mean, they're all hunting and they're in the hunt.
There you go.
With their spears,
Saber-tooth.
and they're running and falling and throwing spears. And then Lorg gets cut off from the rest of the herd.
Sure.
Because they're not humans yet.
there's a
hunting
saber-toothed tiger.
People? Oh, okay, saber-tooth.
And then he's like trapped and he.
What does he do? What does Lorg do now?
He gets by. He escapes.
Sure.
And he goes back to the clan, and they're like, Lorg, where? And he's trying to mime it out.
Sure.
And he points at his teeth, and he's like this close. And he holds up his little fingers.
Right. And he probably has the skin.
Yeah.
Of the saber-tooth that he killed, and they're like skin.
A real reversal going on
tooth.
there. Man.
Boy.
That's a tough one.
Dang it.
Yeah.
All right, what is
Dan,
it?
What do we got?
This is crazy. This is a biblical idiom
No way.
from the book of Job.
Job.
Okay.
Jeeb.
It's Job
Job.
is lamenting his status and says, "My bone cleaves to my skin and flesh, and I am escaped with the skin of my teeth."
No way.
Wow.
But what exactly escape with the skin of my teeth means in ancient Hebrew is unknown. It is assumed the skin referred to in the term is the enamel. But that's just a guess. That is just a guess.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And you said enamel.
I did.
You did.
I used the word enamel. And I'm not keeping score. I'm up 5 probably to
Did he say
3.
enamel or onamel?
Enamel.
Anomaly.
It's an anomaly, really.
It's an anomaly. Anemone.
Wow, from Job.
Straight from Job.
So he coined the term.
Joby.
Good old Job.
I mean,
dude.
that's 4,000 or 5,000 years old.
That's amazing.
Job
that's
1920, for those of you guys looking it up.
Oh, yeah.
fact checkers
By the
out
skin
there.
of my teeth. Wow.
And
That's cool. We've had some good.
so not
history.
Shakespeare, the Bible.
Little
Even
earlier.
older.
Even older than Shakespeare.
Wow.
Genesis. Or Job. The book of Job.
Yeah, that's right. It was Job.
Anyway. Well, that was fun.
That was
a good one.
That was a
I
good
learned.
one.
I
I'm
feel
glad.
like I learned something tonight.
I also
You pronounce
feel like
it envelope, and
Yep, there's
well,
a
we
lot.
knew that.
okay.
Right.
That's-
We all
then
knew
maybe
that
I didn't
going
learn
in.
I learned some
I don't know.
words.
No, I learned that
Yeah.
envelope doesn't mean any of the things I thought it meant.
Right.
That there's a
I have
different
some new
envelope out
visuals
there.
to confront in therapy now, though.
I have these nightmares of these skin
Yeah.
tooth people. What?
Mhm.
Their teeth are covered in a
Yeah.
fleshly.
Instead of teeth falling out of my head, it's now.
Chunks of skin.
Oh,
And the
sick.
tooth fairy leaves me.
I think we're gonna.
Isn't
lose,
there an
lose
idiom
some
long in the
listeners.
tooth?
Yeah, we
Did we already
kind of
do
went
that?
over that a
No,
little.
that was
bit.
long in the face gift.
But not long in the skin tooth.
I don't know if it got aired.
No.
No,
We
we've
buried that one deep.
Buried
Buried
that
the hatchet.
hatchet.